I love everything about Madrid. Club. Fans. My goals are dedicated to Rudiger. He helps me every day. I knew I would have to work a lot harder here, and I want to do everything I can for the club. ENDRICK is the hero of the King's Cup match at the Bernabeu between Madrid and Celta. Next in this video, we'll enjoy his goals and his celebration, and we'll also see some real insights from ENDRICK that he shared after the match. This will help us get to know the talented Brazilian better. Hit that like button, and let's get started. Madrid faced Celta with a revamped lineup after their loss to Barcelona. Lunin, Asensio, Fran, Ceballos, Brahim. They all got playing time, but right now, the atmosphere is tense. Around Madrid, many fans were unhappy with the starting lineup of some players. Tchouaméni and Lucas again. This is yet another mistake by Ancelotti. Can't we give some minutes and chances to our substitutes? The atmosphere in the stadium was tense. You just can't forgive failures in a Clásico that easily. The fans were booing Tchouaméni and Vasquez, as well as Mendy. They also booed Carlo when the announcer introduced him before the match. Don't you think this is a bit much? Share your thoughts in the comments. Here are the reactions I saw on social media. Honestly, where do we draw the line and start supporting our players? Tchouaméni used to play in a different position, and Vasquez was good for us. Vasquez has given a lot to this club. I feel bad for him. And Tchouaméni. Madrid fans are just damn impatient. Support your players until they start delivering results. I just feel sorry for those guys. The tactics that Carlo is using affect them more than their actual form, and Tchouaméni's reaction was telling. The player understands that this is a tough time for him, and he wrote that what doesn't kill you, we understand the continuation. It makes you stronger. Strong. Tchouaméni. We really need him. Madrid's game was going well, even though it was tough. Mbappé scored another goal at the end of the first half, and he did it beautifully. Kylian has really been like a whole new player lately, showing some amazing football. At the start of the second half, Vini Jr. scored from a pass by Brahim. Everything was great. Vini Jr. and Mbappé had some more chances. They canceled Güller's goal and other chances to wrap up the match early. Up until the 70th minute, we played well and created several scoring chances. And then the concentration dropped. In training, we're working on avoiding those kinds of mistakes and keeping our focus until the final whistle. I'm not sure that Madrid is really working on their concentration and training, because the team is lacking focus this season. There's a lack of composure, too, often, and that's a big problem. In the 83rd minute, the Madrid defenders just let Celta score their first goal so easily. Then in stoppage time, Asensio couldn't hold it together, even though he got a spot in the starting lineup. He played well overall, but here he committed a foul, and that penalty ended up being a draw. 2-2, and our victory quickly evaporated. The match went into extra time, and it was the time for three Madrid players, ENDRICK, Valverde, and Güller. All three came onto the field from the bench. I'm looking at the ratings in the app for Madrid fans. If you haven't downloaded it yet, do it. It's a must. You'll find the link in the description of this video. And here ENDRICK has a score of 10 points. And now we'll see what the Brazilian was up to. Valverde has 9 points, and his beautiful goal is coming up ahead for us too. So, why did Güller only get a 7? I would also give him a 9, because he was directly involved in both of ENDRICK'S goals, and now we'll see that too. But first, let's enjoy Valverde's goal. Just look at how he controlled the ball and immediately sent it on a perfect trajectory into Celta's net. Another goal for Feed this season, and, of course, outside the penalty area. This is just insane. And the reaction from the bench, Vini Jr.'s, is telling. It shows that it's hard to believe Valverde is always ready to score such beautiful goals. ENDRICK showed his quality. When he gets a chance in the box, he has an incredible shot. And Güller too. He worked hard and got into the game when the match got tough. He showed character. He assisted twice, and twice ENDRICK scored 2 amazing goals. Once again, he reminded us what a long-range shot he has, which was amazing, and also reminded us that he is Brazilian. And when the ball was in the box, he was facing away from the goal, but he got his bearings and played it with his heel to score a beautiful goal. We probably should agree with this post that ENDRICK and Güller deserve more. And, of course, just look how emotionally ENDRICK celebrated his goals. He waited patiently for his chance for many months. You can understand him when it comes to his goals. And let's also highlight his love for the club and special gratitude to the fans for their support, because he ran over to them, took off his shirt, and he was soaking in that moment. He was enjoying those goals, and it all looked truly spectacular. Plus, it was in extra time of the Copa del Rey match, where Real almost let the win slip away and nearly got knocked out of the tournament. And here comes Güller. Here comes ENDRICK. And they get the result. We really love ENDRICK a lot and understand how tough this first year in Madrid is for him. And those goals are just a real spectacle. ENDRICK and Valverde are carrying the team on their feet. What a shot. ENDRICK needed that goal. Valverde's bullet is decisive. Those strikes from ENDRICK and Valverde were complete. What magnificent goals. ENDRICK shut up his critics. I don't think ENDRICK has that many critics, but if you look closely, you might find some among the coaching staff in Madrid, because they've kept him on the bench for a long time. And, of course, Brazilian journalists have been hounding them with this question. Carlo knows exactly what he's doing. He's going to do what's best, not just for Endrick, but for the whole team. I need to keep working. But the journalists still grilled the Brazilian about what he thinks of not getting any playing time, about him sitting on the bench, about him not playing. I don't talk to the coach often, but when I arrived in Madrid, I communicated with him a lot. I thought about his words, that the most important thing is to work. And this next comment will make us look at Endrick in a whole new light, as he's going through a tough time. But he knows what he needs to do, and most importantly, we understand what Endrick wants in this life. Of course, it's tough to play like that, with so few minutes, but I always had one thought. At Palmeiras, I also played for 2 minutes, and it was the same for me. But I'm happy, I just need to keep working. You noticed 3 comments from Endrick, and each one ends with him saying he really needs to work hard. And that's the word during training. It's about waiting for your chance. And someday, Endrick's time will come. I don't think we have any doubts about that. Brahim is very patient. These goals are for Antonio. He never gives me compliments, and that's not a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing, because I like him. He tells me what I should do. If I don't play, he tells me to keep fighting. Yesterday was really tough at practice. I was thinking about it at home. He's a great guy. Those 2 goals are for him. Those were very important goals for me. I think we need to express that here. Just respect to Rudiger, who supports the young Brazilian and motivates him. And that's how he took care of Endrick. It's amazing for the vibe in our team. Give this video a thumbs up if you agree, and write in the comments what you think about the future, about Endrick, about the present, about those 2 goals, and whether he should be playing more, and why Carlo still doesn't trust him. Or maybe we should assume it could happen in the next few days. Will Endrick actually be in the starting lineup for the La Liga match against Las Palmas and show what he's got again? This game is really coming up soon. I've already bet on a confident win for Madrid. We should be able to deal with Las Palmas easily. Handicap, -1.5. I think this is a safe bet. You have the chance to grab some real money by signing up through the link in the pinned comment. It'll only take a minute, and you can play too. You'll find the link in the pinned comment, so go for it. There's not much time left. Well, let's rejoice today. A tough one, but nevertheless, a victory for Madrid. We're moving forward, and continuing on through the season. Everything is going to be alright for us. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. A special thanks for the like. Thank you for your attention, and goodbye.